Welcome back, everybody, to Warrior's Path. Thanks so much for joining us for the mass combat that we had in the last episode. That was a ton of fun. We rescued 3 random travelers, one of which I think Miramoto recognized by his voice as Akoma Dandaru, a figure that they had met in Toshirambo quite a while back. And Asawa recognized by Yushi Aramoro, the clan champion to the Scorpion clan.
In the prison?
Who this third person is, though, you guys don't know yet. As they enter town, you see Bayushi is bleeding profusely. He is badly injured, and so is the other individual, and they both stumble into town, and as they stumble into safety, the doors lock behind them. You see the other individual breathing heavily on the ground, and you can peer through the rags that he's wearing. He's got a what used to be a purely white kimono.
Does that have special
Can we?
And perhaps if you moved some of the rags, you would recognize the Imperial Sill.
Alright. It's pretty big. Well,
You were deeply wounded.
I'm going to, start trying to triage, I guess. Him first.
So as you move, Bayushi draws his katana on you. Do not touch your emperor.
As you say. Oh, Bayushi's.
At that, I'm on my knees.
Call the doctors.
I'm already down on knees.
Call your healers. And Bayushi, he's like his leg. He looks like he could give out any moment, but he's kind of pointing his katana around at everybody. Who do you work for? Who?
We work for the good.
Everyone says the good. Everyone says the emperor. Name someone. Name someone that you work for, that you've worked with.
Ikoma.
You know him?
I do.
And Ikoma says, yeah, it's been a while. He kind of disappeared. I thought that he had abandoned Rokugan.
No. We went through the dreamscape. We met the Oracle of Fire. We met the Oracle of Water.
And Ikoma kind of falls back. You met 2 of the oracles.
We did.
Holy crap. I need some sake.
I will join you.
Get
We have
the
much
emperor.
to discuss.
Also,
But we need to.
And you recognize also, like, as you're looking on, like, you may not have seen the emperor proper ever in your life, but this person looks very young. Whereas you know the current emperor to be in his 40s.
And when you say very young, like 9?
No, like in his teens, early 20s. Get the young emperor some clean clothes, clean him up. Bayushi, lower your sword. These are good guys. The Oracle.
Koma-sama, may I offer some assistance to help heal the emperor?
Who are you? Isawa?
Aye.
Are you the one that helped? Yeah, you gotta be, because you was with
Flaming
Miramoto.
katanas.
You helped Arasu. You helped him in the Blood Mist. Gosh.
Maybe the flaming katanas will
But then
remind you.
Then this is for you. And he reaches in his bag behind his back. And he pulls out a scroll, blackened with time, and hands it to you.
Oh, I'll take the scroll.
Yeah.
Not going to refuse it.
Just don't open that when I'm around. I don't want any part of it.
As you request.
You're the only one that can read it. Your lungs. Arasu told me about your thing. That you breathed in the taint. Right?
Do what?
Can I make a theology investigation about that? Like, what is that? I mean the scroll, I guess, and why it would be
What does he mean you
related
breathe in the
to
tank?
taint in lungs.
You can make a theology roll, yes.
I will explain
Boy.
later.
Right.
But during a battle that we shared together, I made a choice, and that choice was for defending. And I suffered some consequences from it.
Yeah, Bayushi, put your sword up. They'll take care of Kairu. Come on, get the man a stretcher. Get into a room. And as they do, you guys are obviously watching. You're not raising up as the Emperor is carried off. And as they raise him up, out of his hand falls a hexagonal key with a frog emblazoned on it. Looks like something from like an Indiana Jones movie that you would insert it into something and twist it kind of thing.
I don't think it would be appropriate for us to pick up something that the Emperor dropped.
No, it would be appropriate for one of the people who's escorting him.
Right, Bayushi. The Emperor seems to have dropped something.
He turns his katana into its sheath and, with effort, puts it back in.
Perhaps we can help you to the doctor.
I don't need a doctor. And he picks it up. He falls back against the gate and kind of holding this thing out. He starts weeping. He loses composure entirely.
Get a hold of yourself. What is so distressed? I will use a command.
Oh boy.
I've got these ranks. What can we do?
Why is the Emperor here?
Why is the Emperor so young? What has taken place?
I need to rest. Oh. And he just kind of slumps over and passes out.
I'll make sure that I carry him over to a place where we can, basically an inn or something.
Yeah, you give him rest, and then I would imagine the next thing to do is to meet with Akoma. Because he's the most conscious and well-rounded right now.
And the most fun.
And the most fun, but maybe not now. But
what is going on? What have you got yourself into?
You find him in a dimly lit sake house that has opened up specifically for him, and everyone else has been vacated except for the servants waiting. And he's been waiting for you. Did you bring your friends?
Yes.
Miyamoto is... Gosh, it's good to see you in the news that you've been with the oracles. That's amazing. We didn't...
The Oracle of Water is here in the city.
He's what?
He's here in the city. We brought him here.
Where was he in the fight? Why did he not
He
come?
is not of himself.
Fight? What fight?
You were there. We fought shadows.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It wasn't.
I'll take some on.
Have some more sake.
I think he's implying it.
How much has your friend been drinking? None. Please, you take the glass away.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that fight.
I think he's implying it wasn't.
I don't know. You were the first one over to him.
It wasn't a fight at all.
This is a picnic.
It was more.
Okay.
I did not expect to see you
More
with
of a
the
scuffle.
Emperor. The last person I would have expected to see you with was the Emperor. That is a very strange tale, I wish to hear.
The last time I saw him, he was in prison, right?
Yes.
I don't know the details, but that's the Emperor's son. I don't know the details, but Hante the 38th is dead. He's gone.
Oh, that is grievous news.
He's gone, and Satori, he's got to be our new emperor, right? His dad's dead, so he's got to be it, right?
That's
Well,
the way it...
That would be how it's dictated, correct?
Would I know about Daigotsu also? Or Daigetsu, whatever his name is, the other claimant?
No.
Okay. I don't know if
No.
it's like,
Yeah.
it's common knowledge about like the lineage.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Okay.
Not currently. He's got to be it. That's the only. But he's a kid. He's a snot-nosed kid. He doesn't know how to run a country. He doesn't.
I appreciate your candor.
We don't always get to choose our emperors.
We don't always call our emperors snot-nosed kids either.
Apparently, he's not the
I mean-
emperor. He's my emperor. I'll follow him to the grave, but someone else has already claimed the throne.
What?
What? Who?
From what Aramoro was telling me, Hante gave it to him. He almost like immediately adopted this guy as a son and gave him the crown.
Boo.
I smell a woman.
Some fella.
I don't.
Gosh, what is his name? Rico?
Hero? Euro?
Greedo.
Greedo?
The Wolf Clan.
Not Greedo. That's a different guy.
Greedo.
Oh,
Greedo
right.
Sarducci.
The one you were
Greedo.
always defending.
Yes.
Grio. Yeah.
Who
Grio.
killed our emperor and
The
claimed
Emerald
the throne.
Champion.
Yeah, he came. He wasn't the Emerald Champion. Different guy. Jade Champion.
The Jade Champion. Okay.
Yeah, Grio. That's the guy.
Do you still defend this man?
He convinced Hante to
I
give
have
him the
not
crown.
defended
And
this man in some time.
I just want to make sure our positions are clear now.
it was almost like as soon as Hante gave him the crown, he struck him down. It was over in a flash. From what I understand, again, I wasn't there. I'm listening to Aramoro, and gosh, we can't find Totori. Nobody.
What of the armies? Are they following this man? What is
Yeah.
going on in the...
As far as I can hear, you remember all the things that were going on in Toshi Rambo with their
Yes.
minds and forgetting that this lady even existed. I think she's got them convinced. She's got everyone convinced that this Grio fella was always Hante. He was always next in line. He was always going to be the emperor. My head's spinning. I gotta get another drink. And he does. He pours some more sake and takes another drink.
We need to protect the child. The kingdom will
You've
lose.
got the emperor and the oracle of water in one town. You think you're not going to be wanted here? You think she's not going to send army after army after army here?
If it was like the last fight, it doesn't seem particularly worrying.
Listen, that's
You
what
don't even remember the last fight.
That's why he's not worried.
That's what she sends to hunt down 3 people.
Well,
That's what she sends for 3 people. If she knew there was going to be an army on the other side of that field, there would have been thousands. Those aren't even people.
Army.
Those aren't even people. Those are shadows. They're spirits. They're remnants from Jigoku. I don't know. But they're not people. And she has millions of them, I'm sure. There's no army. There's nothing. Rokugan's done.
Do the people know of this? What
You
is
hear
known?
a clack behind you as one of the rice stores open up. And another clack as Aramoro walks in on a crutch. We don't know much about her. I assumed you'd all be talking, and I could not. I couldn't wait. The Empire can't be gone. It can't. We already know so much. That you have seen and spoken with 2 oracles. It's unprecedented for any mortal. I have never witnessed an oracle. And you've witnessed 2.
So you just have to subscribe to the right channels.
My greatest fear, and this is that scroll. Isawa, be careful when you open it. If in fact you can read that scroll, it will give you unprecedented wisdom against the woman.
How did you come by this scroll?
It has been in protection of the lion, under my watch. Frankly, And stupidly, and he looks over at Ikoma, on his person for a decade. It's one of the Black Scrolls. The Black Scrolls lock away Fu Ling. Griot has 10 of them in possession now. I saw them as he assassinated our emperor. He unfolded a blanket with 10 scrolls. There are 12. The one you have now is one that if you bear the taint, it can show you the plans of your enemies. If you were not tainted, it would drive you utterly mad.
So then Griot was tainted, of course.
Griot has not opened this scroll. Griot has opened no scrolls. For if Griot had opened any scrolls, Griot would be Fu Ling. He doesn't have the willpower to withstand it. He's being controlled by some other force that wishes Fu Ling to be summoned again in our plane. To regain power here. I fear that a day of thunder approaches. But the thunders are all gone.
Shinsei believes that we mortals have the power to accomplish anything, and perhaps this is our test.
And Shinsei is dead.
So say you.
Yes. So say me.
What is death?
No, it's a moving on to the spirit realms.
Yes. It's not gone. It's not.
But what happens if Fu Ling owns the spirit realms? What happens if Fu Ling shuts off Tengen Do from the rest of the realms? What if the sun and the moon can no longer commune with the worlds that they once inhabited? What becomes of us? What becomes of our place when the vile rule and the light is cut off?
We will have to stand on our own. But let's pray that day does not come.
I suppose this is what we have to work with.
Motley crew at best.
Even though you've certainly proven yourselves to be valuable in battle in various ways, obviously getting us here safely is a commendable effort. I think some honor is definitely headed your way, but doing that and even seeing 2 oracles is not enough. We need their power. We need their strength. Without that, we've nothing. We've mortals.
We must find out what's happened to the Oracle of the Void.
Should we travel to the
What do you
forest?
mean?
That is. So, I mean, to be honest, we've met with more than just 2 of the oracles. We've also seen the Dark Oracle of the Void. That is the lady.
That makes sense. That's
And
why
she can
can
only move freely because
She is unchecked.
she is unchecked.
and that is why she can alter the memories.
Well,
Huh.
luckily, we have a bit of protection from that.
Yes. You spoke with the Oracle of Fire.
Yes.
We did.
My, let's call them a spy, attempted to commune with the Oracle of Fire. They knew where he was and found him, and he said he had imparted his gift already. interesting that I should run into you.
Imparted his gift. What do you mean exactly?
It sounds like you already know. From what your friend Utaku here says, you are bearers of said gift.
I see.
It only stands to reason it was a gift.
Your memories cannot be altered like the rest of ours.
I see. That is the gift.
And a great
Could you
gift it
speak?
is.
Yes.
Tell me, when you looked out on the army approaching, what did you see?
We saw shadow beasts, wolves of shadow, and
Interesting.
Warriors of Shadow.
We saw the vapors. We saw them as they disappeared, but
Ah.
to us they looked like lion and crane and a unified force amassed to attack us.
yes.
But you saw shadow.
I am curious what the
You saw the
Ashigara
truth.
or with us saw. Because they struck at those.
You saw the truth. They were Ronin Ashigaru.
There were Ashigaru and there were Ronin, right? And there were
Yeah, the ones that are
Ronins
with
there.
y'all, they don't have allegiance.
Yes, I was saying I was curious what they saw.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
because,
You'd have to ask, yeah.
yeah. I'm saying that in
Interesting.
character.
Yeah, interesting. Well, I can't tell because you don't have a character voice. This key, and he pulls it out of his kimono. Sotori didn't tell me what it did. Just that we had to get to the rich frog, and when he saw Hante handing over the crown, he immediately went to his father's chamber and grabbed this. Said it's the most valuable thing protecting the Empire. He wouldn't tell us what it did or what it led to. That he had to get it here and get it here fast.
Perhaps he's concerned about the allegiances of the clan. If they follow the Emperor, maybe only Ronin can be trusted at the moment.
I don't believe that.
Perhaps, and the dragon, because we tend to go our own way anyway.
Even wavemen still pledge allegiance to the Emperor, do they not?
We do, but we value sincerity and honesty above all. And if we recognize,
Except that when we saw the lady, she was pretending to be a dragon, and
that's
that is
true.
the form she keeps.
Well, you would
So-
assume that she was a dragon priestess before she
Yes.
became the Dark Oracle.
So reason would dictate if that is how she starts, and that is how she prefers to stay, then
You hear a loud banging on the gates of the city. Thum, thum, thum.
head to the gate.
Rhythmic or like arrows?
Like someone knocking.
Okay.
Okay.
But not with like a battering ram. Just to be clear. Doom, doom, doom.
Then I will knock back with the battering ram.
Now you approach the gate, yeah?
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you open the window.
Yep.
The guards
And
are like,
almost-
we don't know who this is. Like, he just kind of approached. He's one man though, so we didn't like shoot anything at him. We were just gonna leave him outside. You open the window, and a older man stands outside the door, wearing a full yellow and orange kimono. He says, "You, Utaku?"
Yes.
I'm assuming I can't really see through this window. Have you by any chance seen a friend of mine who goes by the name Aramoro?
May I ask who's calling? Oh, by the way, my hand is on my katana.
He
Even though
reaches
he can't
in.
see, even though he can't see
Yeah.
through.
He reaches into his katana and pulls out it's a necklace.
Sorry, reaches into his katana.
Kimono. He reaches into the whole
Busted
katana,
more.
opens
Come
up,
on.
and accepts him.
It's got a
He
little,
unscrews the cap.
I know what you
Yeah,
mean.
he
I know what you
reaches
mean.
his
By,
And you hear him grab a chain, and he pulls it out and pulls it up over himself, and he dangles two matching medallions in front of you, signifying he is the Emerald Champion. Can you let me in? I need to speak with my friend.
Who is the Emperor?
Currently, or who should be? Listen,
I think
I'm being as honorable as I possibly can.
I think answer the question.
If I answer it with my sword, how will you feel? Probably very bloody. Whoever the Emperor is, I am your Emerald Champion. It would be wise of you to open the door. I don't answer to small samurai from an unwanted Gaijin clan.
Shut window.
Take his.
Well, okay.
Hold. I will. What is your name? I understand you're the Emerald Champion.
Just say the Emerald Champion is here.
Sure. Hold, please.
And as you turn around, the door explodes in. And he has palmed it open. Thank you so much for getting that door for me. And he walks past you without saying another
So
word.
now there's no door to...
It doesn't blow up. It boom. And he walks past you without saying another word.
And this is the front gate
you
of
gotta,
the city?
I'm gonna be snide to you. You gotta close the window before you open the door. I was gonna...
You turned around. I waited
You
for you
also
to say you
have
were
this
leaving.
thing.
I understand that. But it doesn't mean I'm not snarky.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. So, he walks and he goes directly to the sake house. Is the door that's open. You had obviously just left there. He comes in and says, "About time. Aramoro, I've been looking for you for days. The lion troops are ready. How are yours doing?"
And who are you?
He pats the Emerald Magistrate medallion.
And where did you come from?
We've got a bit of an issue in the Empire. I know you guys are kind of far away, being Ronin and everything. You're not really privy to everything that's going on, but I'm sure Aramoro has already shared the information that our previous Emperor is dead. We currently have a usurper on the throne. We would like him removed quickly. How quickly is entirely up to us. I've got an army. Aramoro, you should have an army. And maybe you four can help too. I don't know. You don't look very important.
I let out a little cough.
The child of the late Master of Fire. It's good to see you, Isawa.
I'll give him a bow. I won't even reply. Just give him a bow. Knowing that opening my mouth right now is a wrong thing to do.
By the way, I spoke with your father earlier. Just this week. When things started going south and this vile woman showed up that I still can't remember. It's like snow in my mind. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
No, we do not. We apparently don't
We're
have that
immune-
issue.
immune
You
to
did
her
have that
charms.
issue.
I know, but
So
I'm
you
just
did-
saying,
oh, okay,
no, I'm
yeah.
saying we don't have that issue.
We don't
You
have
mean the
any
Dark Emperor? I'm just gonna. You mean the Dark Oracle
Oh,
of the
you-
Void?
Oh, you scared me. I thought you didn't follow. Yes. Is that what she... That makes
I'm
total
surprised. I'm
sense.
surprised. Phoenix as yourself would not know
I'm not a
such
phoenix.
things.
I'm lying.
Oh, I'm sorry. Lion. Yes.
You said you're lying?
Then
how can we believe you?
I am a lion. Also, I wouldn't expect Gaijin like yourself to understand.
And what is
Or
Akoma?
remember any of Armand's.
What is
Fine.
Akoma's whole demeanor during this? Does
He is shocked that he is here.
Okay.
Entirely.
I heard red and
He's of
orange.
your-
That's why.
No,
Yeah,
yellow.
yellow.
And yellow and orange.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
When I
don't
heard
have to.
orange, I thought.
They really don't have to.
No, he could be wearing white
Oh no.
or emerald.
You were descriptive
Okay.
on it. That's
Um,
why.
Yeah.
I'll turn
Sure.
to Akoma. and say, Akoma, what do you know of this man or what he is?
That's Totori. I was telling you about him earlier.
I wasn't listening.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's Akodo Totori. He beat Aramoro in the Emerald Championship. This is a slap to Aramoro's face. This might get ugly.
He does seem to be rather condescending.
Kinda deserves it. He is the Emerald Champion, and none of you bowed.
No, I did.
You did. Yes, you did. That's how you did. But,
Oh.
you know, it's kind of water under the bridge at this
I'm
point.
all fuzzy about all that bowing stuff.
Yeah, I know. That's why I like you, bud.
I was just
Anyway,
I
Samurai.
was trying to do
Ronin.
I was trying to do what was pertinent and make
Sure.
sure he was loyal
Monk.
to the Emperor.
Got it.
Dragon
certainly
monk.
totally understandable. But some tact might be helpful.
Is it important to you that we bow to you? Is that what I am?
Personally, I don't care if you bow to me or not.
Oh.
Whatever. I
Oh, well
just,
then,
I can strike you down anytime I wanted to, bowing or not. Signs of submission mean nothing to me.
no, I see. Okay. Okay, I am very
You
interested.
recognize that there is a usurper on the throne,
There is.
Well then.
and yet you still carry your own title of Emerald Champion, admonishing the Empire.
Indeed.
May I ask why?
And who is the proper? Oh,
Why fight against this usurper? Why admonish the Empire for following a fraud?
I commend you.
It seems like a silly question, but I understand.
He represents justice.
I
does he not?
understand it. Currently I carry this around so that people know who the heck I am, because right now nobody remembers my face, nobody knows my name.
Does it matter that people know who you are?
In order to command respect, you have to be respected, and nobody respects somebody that they don't know. They
Everyone-
shouldn't anyway.
The position is what.
The position they will respect. Even
And-
if they don't know the name, they will respect the sigil.
And right now, it seems like we need someone that can command the people's respect to rally the people to the cause. So, who is the rightful emperor?
If we can find Satori, technically him,
So, you would wish to find Satori.
that would be ideal. Certainly, he would be the next in line for emperor, and of course, the Celestial Order requires it.
Well, we know where Satori is. We've met the Fire Oracle. We've.
Yes,
helped
I
the
talked to the Fire Oracle when I talked to Isawa's father. It's fine.
Oh, okay. So then.
Everyone seems to talk to the Fire Oracle.
Everyone seems to talk to my father, too.
He
Maybe
seemed
your
a man
father
of
is.
God.
I haven't talked to the fire oracle.
The Oracle of Fire.
Oh, whatever, I'm just sitting here.
Akodo Masamoro, you remember her? She told me of your endeavor, and
Yes.
Yes.
I deigned to find him myself. When she told me you found the Oracle of Fire in Yume-Do, I had to find it myself, of course. And it was a plus to get to talk to an old friend, the Master of Fire himself. He and I never did get to fight.
So, how is it that you do not know, that you know the Emperor is an usurper and no one else does?
Because I'm not an idiot. I left.
I assume there are many people that are not idiots. Do you believe that there are many people like you that are just afraid
No.
to speak out?
He has obviously not met her since the usurper took the throne.
Remember, I've been gone for a week from Odasan Uchi. I have not been there. I know that the Emperor is dead because I'm connected to him. People in the city are connected to me. They make sure that I know things, and I pay them well to do so.
What is your goals or plans? Are you going to march with the lion to the front gate?
Was there a way to tell if someone was affected by
Not particularly. Or not that you knew of.
Sometimes we've
Okay.
seen that they have an eye, that they have the void eye on their person. But I'm not sure that all of them do. I believe if they're being directly controlled.
Yeah. I was asking it because I remember the one Twitch, but he was fighting it, obviously. So, all right, no problem.
Aramoro finally kind of speaks up and says, when the woman, the Dark Oracle, began to amass these black scrolls, the Scorpion had been watching over these objects for centuries. We've been in charge of them since Fu Ling was imprisoned. So when some of them began to go missing, I began to pay attention. And when memories began to go missing, I paid attention to that too. That's when I stumbled upon, and I'm assuming now, based on the stories you've told and the things that you've let me in on, that you already know Hinata. I stumbled upon her outside of the Kitsune Forest. I was taking a simple stroll. And she told me everything she had experienced inside, and I told her, you need to find the oracles. She already knew where fire was. She had happened upon him when she was walking in the Dreamlands herself. There's a gateway in the Kitsune Forest, you know, and so she just had some experience there and had even run into him once or twice. I set her after the oracles to gain wisdom and insight into the goings-on of the world, and she found the Earth Oracle, but she said he was too hard to reach. Too high up over the Valley of Lies, she said. Elevated over our kind. The Oracle of Air should have been next to Hante. Hante had been trying to convince the Oracle of Air to combine in a union to potentially gain a strength, a renewed strength to the Celestial Order. That is what he had hoped for, but she, of course, put off his advances, but stayed in the city. I don't know where she went because I couldn't find her when we left the palace. But those are our options. We need to find the oracles. Earth, we know. Above the City of Lies. I can certainly get you in, but I don't know what her reach has been into my people. The Oracle of Air, I fear even her death. And then there's this mystery of the Kitsune Forest.
Yes,
You
'cause
all can maintain your memories. Perhaps you can get to the center.
Who's talking right now?
Aramoro.
Okay, that's what I wanted to double check. Okay,
He's the people. City of Lies.
Mm-hmm.
that's what I thought, but I
Yeah.
I didn't hear the change between Armoto and Akata.
Yeah.
So
Well, this one's much more calm and direct and less condescending.
they're all condescending to me.
They're samurai.
High level samurai.
Yes. It's your
would-
choice. You can split and search individually. I don't think you'll find the Oracle of Air. I don't have any idea where she's gone, but
But what if they're like the Oracle of Water? He seems to be in some disarray.
if that is true, then the only answer is to hunt the new Hante, this Griot, to kill him before he can awaken Fu Ling.
Well, do you know where the 11th scroll is?
I know rumors.
It was not in protection of your...
There was an affair a while back. An affair between one of our scorpion guardians and Lord Tagashi.
Hmm?
Oh boy.
It's said that this scroll is stored inside Tagashi's chest.
And we're not talking about
No.
chest.
No, we are not. That's not a well-known rumor, but if the woman has convinced enough Scorpion that Griot's reign is real, then he can't be far off from that knowledge. I'm not the only person who knows that rumor, and
So you believe Lord Takashi's chest may contain the final scroll?
there is always a truth to rumor.
I may need to go meditate.
You might.
As must I.
Is there anything else that you've acquired? Any other wisdom, any other helps or objects that you've acquired in your travels?
The Oracle of Water.
Well, yes, you've mentioned that.
He searches for someone named Dairen, if you
Dairen.
could.
Dairen. I remember my grandmother talking about somebody named Dairen.
And what about Dara?
I think that's who he was speaking
No,
of.
sorry.
It's whatever that name was that I
Yes,
spoke about
yes.
earlier.
You Dara to get it right.
Dara. Yes. Akodo Dara
Akodo. She's lying.
was once you're an oracle, you kind of don't have those things anymore, but
So she's one of the oracles.
maybe. I remember that name, and I remember that person kind of going missing. Or at least we didn't talk about her anymore.
How long ago was this?
This was my grandmother's generation. I was a small child, and Dara was a childhood friend of my grandmother's, so I don't know how long ago it was. Interesting. Interesting. So what's... My fellow Thunders,
Thunders?
what's the next step?
I think you elevate us above our position.
Thunders are people who, when great challenges rise up, they tackle them regardless of the chance of success.
Well, then perhaps we are Thunders.
1,000 years ago we had 7, one representing each clan. Here we have a hodgepodge of major clans, and
But you have 2 dragon clans, so it should make up for
yeah.
it.
2 lion also. If we're
No.
including
no, he's not a
Tottori.
lion.
He's
No,
not a lion.
Tottori.
He's Phoenix and
Yeah, he's Phoenix.
Oh.
Hakoma.
Yes. Well, I suppose if the 5 of us and Nikoma and Tutori, I imagine you'll be doing your own bid as Emerald Magistrate, but this will be an interesting end to Rokugan indeed. But we will not go down without swinging.
No. Like the Astros. Sorry.
No, that's only if it's low and away.
Just so everybody understands when you're listening later, we're recording this during Game 6 of the World Series.
And we're in Houston.
And we live in Houston.
Yes.
Yeah, where were we? Because I had a thought brewing.
Yeah,
Oh.
we have to decide what the next step is.
Perhaps I should commune with Lord Tagashi before we make that decision.
Roll your meditation.
Oh, it's void. And I am successful.
Okay.
with an opportunity.
Okay. You you see 3 symbols kind of formulate inside of your cup.
Inside of my cup.
You see the character for Earth.
Okay.
You see the character for Void. And you see the Mon of the Crane, only the crane is holding a katana under its feet. You see also a symbol that's like, it's kind of spinning, of a wakizashi. Kind of spinning in between these 3 symbols.
Like spin the bottle.
Exactly.
I believe we need to find the Earth Kami. I've had a vision from Lord Takashi in my meditations.
But why high above the city of the wise?
So are you
What?
lying to them?
No. I see 3 symbols.
So what the symbols mean
Okay.
is that to kind of decide everybody's sort of fate, the way you should do that is to draw these symbols out and kind of play a Russian roulette with them, with each person that should be going on one of these missions.
You described the symbols, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe
Why?
I have some study and some meditation of my own to do before adding my 2 cents to where I believe we should head. I take my leave.
So just so that everybody's clear on what I did was, instead of giving you a specific direction to go, Tagashi gave you a way to give everybody a hint at where they should go.
By randomization.
Seeming randomization.
And the crane is holding a katana.
It's at his feet.
Sounds very
Well,
symbolic.
it was holding its katana in its feet, right?
You were the closest to Kikita, right? I'm going to ask you this before you leave. Okay. Going from other words, it seems that we do need him to fully use the blessing of the Oracle of Fire, is what one interpretation was, so we may need to find him. And it should always be, we should find him anyways, just to make sure he is well in this time of turmoil.
I believe that is an option. Yes.
Okay.
I will
It sounds like nobody wants to make a choice yet,
But I will
so we'll
prepare-
leave
Don't
it.
have enough information to make the choice.
We'll leave it. Right.
Well,
I'm
we spin
going-
the katana.
Oh, I was going to prepare for a journey.
Do you want to spin the katana?
Do we leave it up to the county?
I put faith in
That's up
myself.
to you guys.
not
If you
the
want to
common.
wait until the next session and spin the katana then, cool. If you want to do it now, cool. I'm
Well,
down for whatever.
I believe I should head to, or I will head.
I
to
want to
Kitsune
go
Forest.
see what information I can
I'm
glean
not
before
sure. Should
having
we
to make a
split
call.
up?
Yeah, we got 3 people talking at once.
Sorry.
Go.
Okay, I want to go see what information I can glean from this scroll before I have to make a call.
Okay.
I think that's a wise idea.
I mean, yours is instantaneous. I have to go study this.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, we need to get all the resources out on the table before we make a decision. And that is definitely one of the
Well,
resources.
this seems to be one of the Kitsune Forest seems to be at least the origin point for some of the turmoil.
I agree. No, I agree with you. You know, I would like to investigate that too.
Okay.
So I will.
So
I
no
will at
decisions
least-
made?
I will at least head in that direction.
Wataka, before your hasty exit,
Well, not hasty. I must prepare anyways.
I think it might be the portal they spoke of earlier to Yumedo. Is that the Dreamlands?
Mhm.
Okay. Maybe it is concentrated in areas with the portals to them, and I have no idea. Maybe Hinata will help you, but it might be hard to arrive at.
Yes. Well, either way, must prepare for a journey, whether it is to the Kitsune Forest or
Yes.
the City of Lies or
Or wherever, yeah.
So you all go to prepare for various types of journeys wherever it is you wind up going. Asawa, you go in, and we see you enter your room and unclasp and unfurl this black scroll. Utaku, we see you go and begin preparing saddles and oils and the things that you would need for a long journey on horseback. Katsuki, you go and you're meditating, but you're also kind of amassing your ideals and figuring out who is it that I need to go with, where can I be most effective. And Miramoto, you enter your room and I think you probably draw, even with your hands in ink, the symbols on the ground that you needed to
I
draw.
will.
And you
I spin. I will pull out my father's wakizashi.
So I think you pull out your father's wakizashi and you attempt, and it doesn't move when you spin it. It's as if it's magnetized to the ground.
And it's not it just is pointing wherever I set it down. And I pick it up and then I lay the other wakizashi down.
And it spins.
And it spins.
And it spins and spins and spins. And as it's spinning, you can see whatever this design is on the blade that you thought it was just the artistry, it's just the work. As it spins, it kind of goes faster and faster until you see in the blade the symbol of Earth. And then I need you to go ahead and roll me that D4.
I'm looking for it. I don't know. 4.
It still spins. Roll it again.
4.
No.
No, I'm kidding. 2.
That's a 2.
Yeah, that's a 2.
2 is the crane. It stops on the crane symbol with the sword very abruptly. It doesn't slow down. It's going very fast. You see the symbol of Earth and it stops. Roll me either a theology check or a martial arts weaponry or melee check. The melee check will be more difficult. It'll be target number 3. The theology check will be target number 1.
I'm using Earth because it seems like Earth is appropriate. So we got 3 success, 2 strife, and an opportunity.
As you pick up the weapon, your thumb kind of grazes along the tang, and you look down and you haven't really examined that part. The blade's been so fascinating to you. You haven't really examined the rest of the weapon, and you look down and on one side of it is the symbol for Earth, appearing again. And on the other side of the tang is the symbol for heaven. And with that many successes, you recognize this as the ancient Numerani, whose twin is a katana They fit in the die show together of heaven and earth. And they've been missing for centuries.
Oh boy.
And that is where we'll end our session. Thanks so much for joining us this week for Warrior's Path. We hope you had a great time listening. We will see you next time. And until then, keep on adventuring.
Good night.